Settling in on our mats, making ourselves nice and comfy, feeling our back is pressing against the mat, allowing our bellies to rise and fall with every inhale and exhale. Let's separate the knees and just begin to rock them from side to side. And on the next inhale, settle in on the left-hand side. If it's comfortable for your legs, you can take that left leg and place it on top of the right. If it's not good for your hip, then don't do that. It just adds a little bit more of a hip opener. And take one more breath here. Inhale the legs back to center. And exhale over to the right. Your arms can be at your side. They can be out in a T. They could be active. They can be a little loose. Whatever feels good for you. Take a nice inhale, bring the legs back up to center. And on the exhale, bring the knees into the chest. Take a moment to rock from side to side here. Take a few clockwise circles, a few counterclockwise circles, massaging out that lower back, waking up the body this morning. And then keeping the knees together, bring the arms out to the side and drop the legs over to the right. This is an energy building pose. When your knees are above your hips, closer to your heart, it's building energy in the body, starting to warm the muscles, warm the organs. Maybe use your right hand on top of your left thigh to pull the leg a little farther forward. To open up that twist in the lower back. Release your hand, engage the core, bring the legs on up through center. Then let them rest over on the left. Trying to keep those shoulders flat against the mat, letting the twist come naturally from the back. Engage the core, bring the legs back up to center. Tuck the knees into the chest. Take a couple rocks and rolls along the mat. And if you can, roll yourself right up to standing. Standing at the top of the mat, feet are only about a fist distance apart, about hip bone width. Chest is up, arms are at our side. We're in a nice solid mountain pose. We're gonna do a few sun salutations here this morning because it'll help warm us up. It's cold in my house. Inhale the arms up. Get a nice stretch all the way up to that ceiling. Exhale, swan dive down. Into that forward fold. Our first forward fold of the day, things might be tight. Inhale, do your halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot back, right foot back, high plank. Take a nice inhale, shift a little forward, lower ever so slowly for our first chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog. Holding here for a moment, take a look over your left shoulder and back to center. Take a look over your right shoulder, back to center. Tuck those toes, push back, downward facing dog. In our first down dog of the day, those heels might not quite touch the mat. Maybe walk your dog out a bit, stretching left and right foot. Just shaking that head yes, and shaking the head no. With one more yes at the end, kind of loosening up the body. And then settling here. Inhale, come way up on the toes. Send the hips up higher. Exhale, bring the heels back down to the mat. Inhale, up on the toes. Press those hips up higher. Exhale, heels back down to the mat. Inhale, up on the toes. Bend the knees, look forward. Step your feet back to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Keep the legs straight, keep the back straight. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to do a couple more sun salutations, moving a little bit faster as we go, but keeping a pretty steady pace to start with. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, high plank. Inhale, shift forward, lower for your chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog. Take a look over that left shoulder. Back to center. Over the right shoulder. Back to center. Tuck the toes, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale up on the toes, send the hips up higher. Exhale, toes back down to the mat. Heels back down to the mat, I should say. Inhale, up on the toes, send those hips up just a little bit higher. Exhale, bring those feet back down to the mat. Inhale, one more time up on your toes. Bend your knees, look between your hands. Take a couple steps forward to meet those hands. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Legs straight, back straight. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to our upward facing dog. Take a look over the left shoulder, center, right shoulder, center. Tuck the toes, push back, downward facing dog. Come all the way up on the toes, send those hips up higher. Exhale, heels back down to the mat. Inhale, bend the knees, set the gaze to the front, hop or step to your hands, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Exhale, hands to heart center. So our first sun salutation had about a 4 count. Our second had a 3 count. That one had a 2 count. We're going to repeat the sun salutations 2 more times at your own count. I'm not going to say inhale, exhale. I'm not going to say the moves. You're going to go through them at your own pace. We'll meet back after 2 more sun salutations. When you finish your second sun salutation, you're standing at the top of the mat, hands at heart center. Maybe your eyes are closed, the body is strong, shoulders pulled away from ears. Taking a moment to set your intention for this yoga class. You made it up at 6:30 in the morning. Be proud of yourself. Excellent. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale back to center. Bind the right wrist with the left hand. Exhale, crescent moon, left. Inhale, center. Switch the hands. Crescent moon to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold all the way down. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step the right foot behind you into your runner's lunge. Drop the back knee. Flip the toes. Rise up. Low lunge. Maybe scooch those toes forward if you need to, opening up that hip. Exhale, place the hands back down to the mat. Sit back for your hamstring stretch. Shining that heart space forward, looking at those front toes. Inhale, come back forward to our resting runner's lunge. Take your left hand and place it on the other side of your left foot. Turn your left foot about 45 degrees out. Pick up the back knee and twist so that you're not on it. Looking forward for your lizard pose. If you can keep your lizard here, great. Maybe you want a sleeping lizard and you drop your forearms to the mat. I don't think my hips are quite ready for that opening this morning. If your forearms are to the mat, please return them to underneath the shoulders, leaving the right hand where it is. Spin open with the left for your twisting lizard. Turn the left hand to the mat, spin the left foot back to the front, left hand on the outside. Tuck the right toes behind you, lift up, runner's lunge. Step left foot back to meet the right, high plank, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up behind you, keeping the hips square, not rotating them open. Step left foot between the hands. Rise up, crescent lunge. Same motion as before, just not kneeling down. Exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat. Straighten that left leg, pyramid pose. Bend that front leg forward, runner's lunge. Step the right foot to meet the left, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees and up. Watch, put the hands above the knees, come rolling on up. Just standing. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, back to center. Right hand binds the left wrist. Exhale, crescent moon to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, crescent moon to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold down the body. Inhale to that halfway lift. Place your hands on the mat. Step the left foot back. Runner's lunge. Drop the knee. Untuck the toes. Rise up, low lunge. Holding here. Make sure to keep shoulders away from ears. Settle them in a little bit. Don't keep them tucked too high. Bring the hands back down to the mat. Straighten that right leg, sit back. That hamstring stretch. Inhale forward back into that low lunge. Bring the right hand inside the right foot. Turn the right foot about 45 degrees. Twist that back left knee away from you for your lizard pose. Maybe you come down to your forearms for your sleeping lizard. Bring the hands back underneath you, leaving the left hand where it is. Peel open the right for our twisting lizard. One more breath here. Release the right hand, spin forward the right foot, tuck those back toes, rise up, runner's lunge, step right foot back to meet the left, high plank, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring the right foot up behind you, keeping those hips square, trying not to spin open. Step the right foot between the hands. Runner's lunge. Rise up. Crescent lunge. Holding here. Slight flexion in that back knee. Shoulders away from ears. Exhale, hands back down to the mat. Straighten that right leg. Pyramid pose. Inhale, return to runner's lunge. Exhale, bring the left foot forward to meet the right. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees a lot. Come rolling on up to standing. We're going to move through that one more time, but a little bit faster because it felt pretty good and I want to do it again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, back to center. Left hand binds right wrist. Exhale, crescent moon left. Inhale, center. Switch the bind. Exhale, crescent moon right. Inhale, center. Hands through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Step the right foot back. Runner's lunge. Drop the back knee. Untuck the toes. Rise up, low lunge. Exhale, hands back down to the mat. Straighten that front leg. Sit back for your hamstring stretch. Inhale, back up to low lunge. Bring the left hand inside the left foot. Turn that left foot 45 degrees. Lift the back leg. Twist off that knee for your lizard. Maybe this time you can get down to your sleeping lizard. Holding here. Bring the hands back underneath you. This time leave the left hand down and twist slightly open to the right. It's an awkward twist. It's a backwards twist. Don't twist too far. Release the right hand. Bring the left hand outside the left foot. Turn the foot back to center. Untuck those toes. Rise up, runner's lunge. Left foot steps back to meet the right. High plank. Shift forward, lower down, chaturanga. Rise up, upward facing dog. Push back, downward facing dog. Left foot comes up behind you. Again, keeping those hips square. Arch your back as you step that left foot through your hands. Runner's lunge. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. A little inflection in that back right leg. Let's go ahead and take our hands and place them on our hip for a moment while we're here. And put that flexion in that back right leg, and let's pulse it out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise up our hands. Exhale them back down to the mat. Straighten that front leg, pyramid pose. Inhale back to runner's lunge. Step that right foot forward to meet the left. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees a lot. Come rolling on up to standing. Inhale the arms high. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale back to center. Use the right hand to bind the left wrist. Exhale, crescent moon right. Inhale back to center. Switch the hands. Exhale, crescent moon left. Inhale back to center. Bring your hands back down to heart center and give me 1 moment to turn the fan down on my fireplace or you won't hear me anymore. My apologies. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring the hands through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step the left foot back, runner's lunge. Drop the back knee, untuck the toes, rise up, low lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat, straighten that front leg, push back, hamstring stretch. Maybe you keep the toes pointed, move them up. Move small muscles here if it makes it feel better for you. Inhale, back to runner's lunge. Bring the right hand inside the right foot, turn that right foot 45 degrees. Lift the back leg, untwist off the knee for your lizard. Holding here. Maybe you move down to that sleeping lizard. Bring your hands back underneath the shoulders, leaving that right hand down, twist open on the left, just a strange twist the other direction, not too far. Release the left hand, bring the right hand outside the right foot, turn that right foot, tuck those back toes, runner's lunge, step right foot back to meet the left. Shift forward, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring that right leg up behind you. Step it forward between the hands. Runner's lunge. Rise up, crescent lunge. Slight flexion in that back leg. Let's go ahead and place our hands on our hips for our pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up, hands back up. Exhale, hands to the mat, straighten that front leg, pyramid pose. Inhale, back to runner's lunge. Left foot steps forward to meet the right, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees a lot. Come rolling on up to standing. Strong mountain pose. Separate the feet about hip bone width. Take a quick dragon tail or waterfall. Loosen things out a little bit. Excuse me, maybe grab a drink of water if your mouth is dry. And let's return to our mountain pose. Inhale, Utkatasana. Bend the knees, arms up against the heels. Make sure the shoulders are away from ears. Arms up against the ears, not your heels. Your arms should never be near your heels. Rise up onto your toes. Send the arms back. Drinking bird. Holding here. Exhale, heels back down to the mat. Arms rise up. Utkatasana. Inhale up onto the toes. Exhale the arms back. Drinking bird. Exhale, heels to the mat. Inhale, arms back up next to ears. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Place the hands on the mat. Step them back. Left foot, right foot, high plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring the right leg up behind you. Bend the knee, spin open. Look underneath that right arm. Step the right foot between the hands. Turn the back foot about 45 degrees. rise up, warrior one. Interlace the hands behind you, roll the shoulders down the back. Exhale, fold forward, humble warrior. Keeping those legs strong. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, gentle warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, gentle warrior. Exhale, warrior two, holding here. Legs should be strong. Back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Front knee is directly over your ankle. Reach forward, reverse warrior. Exhale, windmill your hands down to the mat. Step the right foot back, chaturanga, maybe ekapada. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Bring the left leg up behind you. Bend the knee, spin open. Step the left foot between the hands. Runner's lunge. Turn the back foot 45-degree angle. Rise up. Warrior one. Making sure shoulders are away from ears. Inhale. On the exhale, interlace the arms behind you. Roll the shoulders down the back. Maybe a little back bend here. On the exhale, fold forward. Humble warrior. Inhale, rise up. Arms above your head. Exhale, warrior two. Back foot spins parallel to the mat. Front knee is 90 degrees over the ankle. Hips are open. You can gaze over your front arm. Inhale, gentle warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, gentle warrior. Exhale, warrior two, holding here. Your base should be strong. If someone came around to try to knock you over, they should not be able to. Inhale, reach forward, reverse your warrior. Exhale, windmill, those arms down. Step the left foot back, maybe chaturanga ekapada. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, set the gaze, jump or step to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Bend those knees, arms up. Holding here. Inhale, come up on the toes. Exhale, arms behind you, drinking bird. Inhale, return to Utkatasana. Exhale, mountain. Inhale, Utkatasana. Keep those shoulders away from ears, sit back on those heels. Hands come to heart center. Keeping your hands at heart center, twist over to the right. Maybe you hook the elbow. Maybe you open the arm. Maybe you bind. Whatever your preference is here. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot back. Runner's lunge. Drop the back foot 45 degrees. Rise up, warrior one. Open, warrior two. Inhale, gentle warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, gentle warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Reach forward, reverse your warrior. On the exhale, bring the left arm to the left thigh, side angle. Reach that right arm overhead. Feel that full body stretch from the fingers all the way down to the side of your right foot. Return the right hand high. Turn your right thumb towards the back of the room hook the arm behind you for your side angle bind. Maybe you stand up a little bit and pull the arm a bit farther, if that works for you. Release the bind, rise up, warrior two. Straighten that front leg, kick the back hip all the way back and reach as far forward as you can until you can't reach any farther for your triangle. Maybe use a block here to bring the floor up to you. It's up to you, but you're keeping straight lines between the armpit and the hip and the toes and the shoulder. Inhale, rise up, reverse your triangle. Exhale, windmill, the arms down. Step the left foot back, maybe chaturanga ekapada. Upward facing dog. Pull back, downward facing dog. Bring the left leg up behind you. Bend the knee, spin open. Step that left foot between the hands. Drop that back foot 45 degrees, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, gentle warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, gentle warrior. Exhale, windmill those arms down. Step the right foot to meet the left. Forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, rise up to mountain. Settling in back here, maybe releasing the legs a little bit if you need to. Take a nice inhale and a nice exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, Utkatasana, bend the knees, arms up against the ears. Hands come to prayer, to heart center, and we'll twist to the left. Keeping your hands here at heart center, maybe you hook the elbow, maybe you open, maybe you bind. One more breath here. Return to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Place your hands on the mat, step the left foot back. Runner's lunge. Turn that back foot 45 degrees. Rise up, warrior one. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Back foot's parallel with the mat. Front leg is strong, knee over ankle. Inhale, gentle warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, gentle warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Reach forward, reverse your warrior. On the exhale, bring your right arm to your right knee, right thigh, side angle stretch. Reach that left arm overhead, feel that full body stretch from your fingers all the way down to the back side of your foot. Return the arm high. Rotate those thumbs to the back of the room. Hook the arm behind you. Side angle bind. Rolling that shoulder open, looking towards the ceiling. Make sure that that front knee does not roll in, keeping it pressed out. Release the bind. Rise up, warrior one. Exhale, windmill the arms down to the mat. Step the right foot back. Chaturanga ekapada. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Inhale the right foot up behind you. Bend the knee, spin open. Look underneath that elbow. Inhale, step the right foot between the hands. Spin that back foot 45 degrees. Rise up, warrior one. Exhale, open, warrior two. Inhale to a gentle warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, gentle warrior. Exhale, warrior two, holding here. I feel like I missed something from the first side, but I don't remember what it is, so we're going to pretend like I know what I'm doing. Go ahead and straighten that front leg. Reach the body forward until you can't come any farther for your triangle. Keeping those nice straight lines on this side. Inhale, rise up, reverse your triangle. Exhale, windmill the arms. Step the left foot forward to meet the right. Forward fold. Inhale to that halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, back to mountain. Taking a few breaths here. Maybe grab a drink. Maybe waterfall. Return to mountain hands at heart center. Shift the weight into your left foot. Bring the right foot up behind you, moving front body and lower body as one. Warrior three. Bend the front knee, Shiva squat. Rise up, warrior three. Bend that knee, Shiva squat. Rise up, warrior three. Bend the knee one more time, Shiva squat. Rise up, warrior three. As I fall over here. Holding that warrior three, begin to twist the body to the right, shifting the hips on top of each other. Maybe you need a block here. Maybe you use your coffee table that's here in front of you. When you're ready, open up your arms, half moon. Keeping that back foot flexed, reaching towards the ceiling, defying that gravity. Bend the front leg, slowly, 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 step back, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg, turn those front toes to your five-pointed star. Bring our hands to the hips, exhale, forward fold. Bringing those hands to the mat. This is a sight I never wanted to see on my video camera. Sorry about that. Place the left hand underneath the face, spin open with the right. Release the right hand under the face, spin open with the left. Bring both hands back to center, return to hips, rise up, five-pointed star. Exhale, bend down to goddess. Rise up, five-pointed star. Exhale to goddess. Rise up, five-pointed star. Exhale one more time to goddess and hold. With every inhale, feel that upper body get stronger. With every exhale, see if you can sink a little bit lower. Inhale, five-pointed star. Turn back towards the front of your mat, spin those feet, warrior two. Exhale, windmill the arms down. Step the left foot back, baby ekapada, or your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Bend the knees, set the gaze, jump or step the feet to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Exhale, hands to heart center. Shift the weight into the right foot. Bring that left leg up behind you, hinging the body forward at the same time. Warrior three. The back foot is flexed, hips are square, head is forward, eyes are locked on a drishti point. Bend that front leg, Shiva squat. Rise up, warrior three. Bend that knee, Shiva squat. Rise up, warrior three. One more time, bend that front knee, Shiva squat. Rise up, warrior three. Keeping those hands at heart center, twist those hips open. Maybe use a block here, and when you're ready, open your arms for your half moon. Feeling that back foot reach the back wall, the top hand towards the ceiling. Not letting your body sink into the floor, keeping everything lifted, defying gravity. Bend that front leg, step back, warrior two. Rise up, five-pointed star. Turn those toes in. Bring your hands to your hips, exhale, forward fold. This is a much better view for those of you watching on a camera. Reverse your hands and walk them between your legs. See how far you can walk them to the other side of your mat, lowering your head towards that floor. Maybe you let the legs separate a little bit more and you walk your hands a little bit farther. Maybe you can get your head all the way down to the mat. Engage the core, walk the hands back in. Place them underneath. Bring your left hand to your right ankle. Raise the right hand and twist. Exhale the right hand down. Bring the right hand, release that left hand. Bring the right hand over to the left ankle. Raise that left arm and twist. Release left hand, right hand. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Heel toe those feet in just a little bit, or at least I need to heel toe my feet in a little bit, or I'm not gonna be able to stand up. Place the hands on the hips, rise up, five-pointed star. Turn those toes out, exhale, goddess. Inhale, five-pointed star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, five-pointed star. Exhale, goddess, and hold. Lift up on the left toes. Release the left toe. Lift up on the right. Release the right. Come up on both toes. Release to your heels. Rise up, five-pointed star. Spin the foot and the arm back front, warrior two. Exhale, windmill those arms down. Step the right back, chaturanga ekapada. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a moment here to come down into our child's pose. Maybe an embryo. Maybe grab a drink of water. Taking one more breath here. Come back up through tabletop. Tuck those toes, push back, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, set the gaze. Hop or step to the front of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse your swan dive. And exhale, hands to heart center. One more time, let's shift the weight into our left foot. Bringing our right foot up behind us. Warrior three. Bend that left leg, Shiva squat. Exhale, warrior three. One more time, Shiva squat. Back to warrior three. Open up those hips. Reaching towards the back of the room. Opening those hands, half moon. Bend that front knee and ever so slowly, slowly, slowly step back, warrior two. Exhale, windmill the arms down. Step the left foot back, chaturanga ekapada. Rise up, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, set the gaze, jump or step to the front of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to that halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Exhale, hands to heart center. Shift the weight into the right foot. Slowly hinge the body forward. Warrior three. Bend that front leg, Shiva squat. Rise up, warrior three. Bring it back down, Shiva squat. Rise up, warrior three. Spin those hips open. Open those arms, half moon. Step back slowly, warrior one. Windmill those arms down. Step the right foot back, ekapada, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up behind you. Bend the knee, spin open. Bring the left knee to the left elbow. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send the left leg back up. Bend that knee, spin open. Bring the left knee to your nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that left leg back up. Bend and open. Left knee to right elbow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg back up and open. And finally, cross that left leg in front for your pigeon. Settling in here. Maybe you bring your arms to the mat for your sleeping pigeon. Maybe you tuck that back foot up behind you for king pigeon. I can't even begin to describe king pigeon. I could do it about 6 years ago, and now I can't do it anymore. If it's better for you to do pigeon on your back, then feel free to do figure 4 on your back. Go ahead and place the hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck those back toes. Bring the left leg back up behind you. Return it to downward facing dog. Extend the right leg up behind you. Bend the knee, spin open. Bring the right knee to the right elbow, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the right leg back up and open. Right knee to your nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg back up and open. Right knee to left elbow for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time, right leg up and open. And then settle that right leg in for your pigeon. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck those back toes, extend that right leg up behind you, return to your downward facing dog. Bend the knees into tabletop, swing those knees out in front of you into your seated position. And if you are already on your back, great. If you're not, lower yourself slowly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you come all the way down. Bring the knees into your chest, give them a hug here. Use your first 2 fingers to bind your 2 big toes for your happy baby. Rocking from side to side. Maybe you straighten your legs if that feels good for you. Release the bind, give the knees one more tuck in. And on the nice exhale, full body stretch. Sigh it out and settle in for your Shavasana because I've run over time. Letting the body relax here. Feet splay to the sides. Hands are loose. Shoulders away from ears. Start to bring awareness to the space around you. Maybe wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. And when you're ready, we'll meet on our side. And then we'll press up to seated. Bringing our hands to heart center. Erin, if you want to turn your video and sound on, it's just you and I at this point.
Hello.
Hi, Erin. Bring our hands to heart center, bring our hands to our lips and our thumbs to our third eye. From the light that shines in me to the light that shines in you, we bow to one another and say, Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you for the privilege of being your teacher this morning. Sorry we ran over on time.
Nice work. Thank you, thank you.
All righty.
I definitely need to, I think, put some heat on my right side. I'm so tight.